Right. How's it going, everyone? How's it going? All right. I am just testing this out right now. So, ooh, there goes our alarm. So let me just test and make sure that the audio is working and everything like that. And then I'm going to go over a couple updates that we have in Gary Club and as well as what's coming from Stacker Agent. If you don't know what Stacker Agent is, it is an AI agent that is going to help trade and stack your money. But the whole goal is just to increase the amount of crypto that you have. You're not just waiting for the price to go up, you are actually increasing the amount. So if you get value from these videos, make sure that you like, subscribe, and ring the bell. I am going to be doing more lives, just going over updates and showing how to use the Stacker Agent. I should be getting access to it soon, and I am looking forward to being able to show everyone. So let me just make sure I'm not talking to myself. I always get paranoid because there we go. Let me just check the audio. There you go. I got the audio. Cool. All right. Thanks for letting me check. There's been many times where I've just streamed to myself. It's a thing. Um, Let me just check my other, yeah, to make sure everybody on YouTube, if you're watching on X, and actually let me make sure that I'm streaming to everybody here on, there we go, here, there we go. I'm streaming up to Instagram too, if anybody wants to watch on Instagram. Cool. There we go. Just double check the audio. There we go. Okay, let's get started. Cool. All right. So what I'm going to do today is I'm just going to go over exactly what these updates are, and I'm just going to go over based off of an update that Gary did. Gary Henderson, who is the founder of Gary Club, and he also started Draft Tower and Gary Coin. Gary started Gary Coin. Kind of all makes sense when you think about it that way, right? Okay, cool. So what is Stacker Agent? It's going to be a stacker. It's going to be an AI agent that has different skills that are going to be able to stack up your crypto using. And again, Gary's did a recap on all the different skills, and we're going to go over those today in this stream. But if you want to grab Gary and you want to have access to this, you will need to have one of two things. There's either a stacker agent, which is one that there's only 50 of them, and they're much more expensive. But if you want to get access to the AI agent, all that you need is to have one of these Draft Tower NFTs, and then 1,000 Gary coin in your wallet, and you're going to be able to gain access. Let me refresh this, make sure that price is good so everybody sees. So that's the price of Gary. I put the contract address in the description of this on YouTube. It's at youtube.com/at the blockchain. And it's also on the screen right there. So if you want to find the contract address and make sure you are buying the right coin, you can go ahead and grab it there. So, all right. So we're going to go here. And I'm just going to walk you through everything. So again, there's things like Stacker Agent GPT, which has a lot of the features that Stacker Agent's going to have, except obviously this is more manual. And then there's Gary Club, Gary.club, which has a bunch of information as well as ways that you could earn by locking up your Gary and earning basically additional yield. And this is one of the distribution methods for Gary going out into the ecosystem. And this is all approved through the end of 2025. Um, and then there's also a community website just called Gary Club 101. This is not an official site, but it just has a bunch of information. And we just updated here. So, and then also you can go check out Gary on SoulScan. You can see the total supply. It says that it's just under 25 million. And just so you know, there's actually 2 million that are kind of lost out of this that will never be able to be recovered. So you could actually remove this and 2 million from this and actually say more like 22.5 million are the actual supply, not 24.5 million. And this is good because that just means that those can never be sold. So it says that there's more, but you and I know that there's less. Cool. Okay, so what we're going to do today is we're going to go over this update right here. Gary did a really good update. You can go check it out as well and watch the whole thing, but we're going to go over it and I'm going to just play it, make sure that it's working to do. I'm just going to stretch it so you can see. If you want to go, he posted on his Twitter or his X page. And there was also an update. I'm not going to go over it in this stream directly, but there is a contest going on. I'll just quickly just go to that real quick. There's this contest, and we're giving away $28,000 worth of prizes, and the goal for this is to actually raise the price of draft. So every time that you starting the beginning of next month, which is the beginning of August, uh, there's going to you can watch that stream as well, but you're going to be able to actually get an entry into winning prizes based off of if you buy or get an offer filled for draft. And the reason why this is good is it's going to raise the price. So say there's 100 100 raffle tickets that happen, and you think about how many of these would have to be purchased. So if 100 of them were purchased, I'm not going to count them all right now, but that could drive the floor up to 20, 30 Solana, which is pretty good from five. So this is a really cool contest. And if you think, hey, how am I going to make some money? Well, maybe you buy here, wait for the contest to end, and then you sell, and you made a quick 20 Solana in the middle. That's a strategy. Not giving financial advice. Always do your own research. But that's what I'm kind of doing. So just saying. Cool. All right, so let's get into this stream. So I'm gonna go back over here. This is a really really good stream. Let me just skip forward past this part. Da-da. There, there we go. Okay, see if I'm. Uh, of course, when I want to. Maybe I have to just refresh the page. Let's refresh. Okay, let's see.
Black. Same 5%.
Yeah, let me get you to the beginning. Uh, He always has this intro, but that music will flag me on YouTube, and I don't want that. Okay, cool. All right, so I'm gonna unmute
And
this. Make sure we're at the beginning, and we're gonna watch through this together. And if I have anything that I want to comment on or explain, I'll pause it and we'll go through this. Cool. Just stretch this a little bit more. That. And if you have any questions, drop them in the comments. Also, you can see right here, this is the Telegram t.me slash Gary Club. It's a free Telegram group. There's also a Discord, but that is gated to people that have the Draft Tower NFT. So make sure everything's going good. All right. And I'm just going to play this, and we're just going to go through this and watch this together. All right, let's go.
I hope you guys are all having an amazing day. It's been a fun month for us. So we've been really, really, really busy on getting Stacker Agent to a point where we're ready to ship. I'm going to give you a bunch of updates today and kind of tell you what the next couple of days to weeks kind of look like for us. So, updates. We are almost done with all of our off-chain testing with the kind of the block zero skill, our scalp trader skill, and our max extract skill. Once that's done, we still have to tweak a bit for our swing trader. Let me kind of explain the differences of these two just so you get it. And I'll explain the difference between block zero and max extract as well. So our scalp trader, let me just pull up a chart. GMGN.ai. Let me just go here. I'll kind of show you guys what our scalp trader looks for.
These are
Trending.
important to pay attention to. There are
This would be a
different
good.
skills, just so you know. So there are different
Okay.
skills. Pay attention to
So
these.
our scalp trader is looking for a setup like this. We're coming in here, and we're maybe getting out here. 1 hour, 22 minutes, 6% gains. Found an opportunity, saw a red candle dip, went sideways, saw momentum start to spike, grab it somewhere in this range, maybe even grabbing, here, and then selling somewhere up through here. So let's just call that 6% in an hour and 17 minutes. That, for us, is our scalp trader.
6% in an hour. That's
So
crazy.
we're trying to would
Small
come up.
gains compounded is
Let
compound
me see
interest.
here.
Just saying.
Let's see. This probably has an opportunity. Let's see what this one was
Hmm.
like. Nope. let's see. Trying to, here we go. This one does. So probably grabbing somewhere, maybe somewhere right in here. So let's say we grab here and we ride to here. That's 18% in 19 minutes. This is what type of setup our scalp trader is looking for. It's looking for opportunities and moments where we can make a solid gain, 5% or more, in a short period of time, 4 minutes or less.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll go through the rest of the skills in a second. Before I do, just say hi to Peyton and JJ and Bearded and Nisi and
Yeah,
Larry and
if
Eddie and
you
OG
could always
Gamer
check out these
Gangsta
streams live. They're
and
great.
Jillian and JJ. Love the fact that you guys are here hanging out today. Someone today that retweets or reposts the stream is going to win some free Gary coin. So make sure while you're here that you repost the stream. Someone that does that, I'll look after we're done.
Gary Coin is the
I'll shoot
token.
you a DM and I will send you some free Gary coin as a thank you for reposting. Nice to see you here, Cusco. All right, let's get back into this. So this is what we call our scalp trader. Our swing trader is slightly different. Let me show you our swing trader. Let me go look at Pingu.
So difference between scalp
So
trading
zoom
and
out a little
swing trading is
bit,
what he's
and
talking
let me
about.
go here. All right, so our swing trader, we're looking for moments where we're kind of chopping sideways, or we take a huge dip, right? So we're looking for moments where we do this, get in roughly here, get
Mm-hmm.
out about here. This is 13 days and 11
So
hours
much
of holding.
longer window
It's
for
not
swing
quick,
trading than scalp trading.
right? You're going to buy, and you're going to hold 13 days and 11 hours. But you made 210% on a coin that has a market cap of $3.19 billion. I think that's a fully diluted value, but still close enough. So huge depth of liquidity, lots of opportunity for you. Multi-day trade, 13 days. Getting in at a point where it's kind of chopping sideways. Volume picks up, momentum picks up. Buying it, not just taking, like maybe, right? Maybe our scalp trader would have got you in here and got you out here. That would have been long, but 33% in 17 hours. Right? Some of you may have you could set your settings up here on your swing trader to do that. Right? You could say I'm looking for 25% gains, and you would have got out here and just been done. Some of you, right, would have said, well, I'm looking for 100% gains on tokens like Pingu and stuff like that. Right? And you would have configured your stuff to where you would have been able to get up to, I mean, some of you would have probably sold out in this range. Some of you would have probably bought back in and rode it up
Taking out
again.
the human factor.
If you sold
We
out
make
here, for
mistakes because
example,
we
you got
get emotional.
134% in 6 days. And then if
Mm-hmm.
you came back in again, got back in again around here, you got another 45% in another 2.5 days. 2 days, 8 hours, 2 1/3 days. So that's what we're looking for here in our swing trader.
So
Scalp trader,
scalp versus
short
swing trading.
term gains, 4 hours or less, 5% or more. So we're trying to make a 5% gain in 4 hours or less on our scalp trader. Swing trader, same 5% gain, looking at bigger depths of days.
Mm-hmm.
All of these you can configure any way you want.
You can
If
do
you want to
both.
configure for a 20% gain, great. Sometimes we're going to hit it, sometimes we're not. If we don't hit it, you may take a loss. They play
One thing, and you're seeing all these different skills. So, I mentioned that you have to have a draft and 1,000 Gary. You could have multiple agents. Runch is coming soon, so working on that. That one is going to require another set of a Gary 1,000.
set up and deploy any way you choose. Yours will be 100% different than ours, even a lock-in profits mode. That's a
I
safety
love
switch that
lock and
means
profit.
that we're going to set a way tighter stop loss for you, but we're going to lock in profits at a minimum. So you'll break even. You may fumble the bag on the upside, but you'll at least break even. Lots of this. We'll have great content coming out for you and how to trade, and I'll do streams, and I'm sure Dunk will and JJ will. Many other people will do streams and kind of share with you how they're trading and what they're doing and stuff like that.
Said my name.
So,
Whoa.
scalp trader, swing trader. Do you understand the difference in those two? Just tell
Yeah,
me a yes or a no in the chat if you're here.
let me know
I'd
if you
appreciate
don't
that just so I
understand the
know that you know the
difference, then
difference.
let me
Scalp
know in the
trader,
chat
short
here
term,
too.
four
I'm happy to
hours or
clarify.
less, 5% or more in gains. Swing trader is not super long. We're not talking like 6 months, but longer term, Could be 12 hours, could be a couple days, could be a week or two. Um, Gains of 5% or more. And probably you're looking there at longer, like bigger liquidity, bigger market cap tokens and stuff like that. All right, so you guys have yeses on that. You guys all have that. That's perfect. Now let me talk about Block Zero and Max Extract. These get just a little bit different.
Yeah, I'm
So Block
excited about
Zero and
these.
Max Extract. Block
Super stoked
Zero
about
is
these two.
a
Check it out.
Block Zero sniper.
I have access to two of these,
Our
and
goal
it
for
was the
Block
best investment I've
Zero
ever
is if
made.
I go to trenches and I go and I just flip over to Bonk, every new token that comes in, regardless of what it says, we want to buy it. Every single one of them. Buy, 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 buy. We will be adding in some really fun filters for you. We're building a lot of profiling data on the devs that are launching, so I have no clue what this is. I'm just going to click it and go see. Okay, so this dev, for example, they've devved 11,325 tokens. The odds of you making a lot of money on this are probably not great, but maybe.
Yeah,
So a lot of them didn't migrate. There is still some liquidity in a lot of these.
they're just trying to
That one
make
did
little
okay.
gains on
This
rug
particular
pulls.
person, they're launching multiple tokens an hour. Literally just launch, 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 launch. Wallets like these will probably end up filtering out and saying, if this dev, and we know the dev that launches this, we can see it all on chain, do not buy this dev's tokens. And we'll build some more advanced filters and get smarter and smarter and smarter at what we're buying to make you profitable, more profitable, more profitable. But the whole purpose of Block Zero is to buy at the moment it's minted, to be the first person to buy. So looking at this right here, there's no purchases so far. It's brand new. And we'll start to see in just a minute, we'll start to see some stuff come through. We already know that this dev's devved 4,569 tokens. We'll start to see activity coming through soon. We want to be one of the very first buyers.
Hmm.
This particular dev just devved 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tokens with the same name. Probably end up excluding a dev like this. Right? We'll come through here. They've migrated 24 tokens though. So we'll be building data sets on all of this. Our Block Zero sniper will get very, very, very skilled.
I'm
It
excited
will
for
know
Block
data
Zero.
before you
So
know it. It
excited.
will be able to make a decision. Because, like, for me, if I'm sitting here and I'm like, fuck, I want to get Bonk Sister, I've got to click Bonk Sister. I've got to come here and I'm going to say, okay, the devs
I don't
launched
even
6
know who Bonk
tokens.
Sister is.
What are they doing now? Not much. No holders. That doesn't look good to me at all. Not going to buy
Yeah, I
this
don't
one
even
and I'm
know.
going to go back. Well, when we launched Block Zero, we would have just bought that because we're buying every single thing that comes out.
Hmm.
Shortly after we launch Block Zero in the next couple of
Filters will
weeks,
be helpful.
we'll be putting a bunch of filters in to make some smart decisions on whether or not we buy tokens or not. And
We
you'll be able
decide
to
what we
turn
want
that
to do.
filter on.
Yeah.
Buy a smart list of tokens. Doesn't mean it's guaranteed that you're going to hit a win,
Yeah, but it's
but it
basically
does mean
like
that we're filtering out things that we
you get in
know
early
or
enough
we
that
think
your
won't give
chances
you an
of winning are
opportunity.
high. That's the
Or buy
idea.
all tokens. And then over time, we'll get more and more advanced with our filters. So that's Block Zero. Block Zero comes in at Block Zero, the moment that the token mints. And I can show you what that looks like here.
Some will
So
lose,
if I
but the idea
grab
is some
this and
will
I go to
win.
Soul Scan and I go here, okay, this is that original token. I can come down here and I can find the original mint transaction, which is right here. And this gives me everything that I need to know about it.
Hmm.
It tells me
It's
that there
pretty
was an
simple.
SPL token formed. It tells me what the contract address is.
Blockchain
It
is
tells
very
me who
transparent if you know
minted
how to
it.
read it. You should learn how to read the
It tells me
blockchain.
what's set up in the liquidity pool, right? Everything about it. It tells me here. It tells me that, oh, it looks like this person might have they might have bought about $941 of their own token. So that tells me something, right? They bought some of their own. Maybe that's going to be bundled coming out. We get to see all this. We decode all this. We track all this. And we'll get smarter and smarter and smarter with what we snipe.
Hmm.
To start with, though, we will snipe just everything. And in our tests, we've been averaging over a 15% ROI. We've been getting about a 70% profit point on that. Sometimes, like for 20, 30 trades, we'll hit all positives because we're not trying to lock in huge gains. We're trying to get in and get out, but we're trying to grab the first handful of
Yeah,
trades.
Take your
So if you
profit.
notice,
Remember,
there was a
take
bunch of
profit.
buys,
Always take
buy,
profit.
buy, buy. There's that 941.20. I told you it was there. It came in. So buy, 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 buy. We're trying to buy in here, one of those first buys, and then we're trying to sell before everybody else sells. It's happening almost instantly. We'll get that on chain soon enough. It's expensive to run it. If you want to hit all the tokens, you're going to
Hmm.
spend, you might spend 10,
You're
20 SOL, 0.05 SOL on every single token that drops.
you're
And
basically
then we'll get
buying every
smarter and
lottery
smarter and
ticket
smarter.
at the
So
very
that
beginning.
is our
You're the
block
first
zero.
lottery ticket.
Block zero is only available to the 50 of these. There's 50 of these tokens.
Yeah, there's mine
These
right there.
50 are the only
The
people
one
that
with
get
the
access
black,
to block
that's
zero.
mine.
No one else does.
I like
So
that
no
one. It
other
looks like the
opportunities
super
for you to get
villain.
access to block zero.
The one with the red eye, that's mine.
We've got to be
Sentinel Blaze.
responsible. We
I
can't send a
love it.
thousand wallets to snipe. We can't send 2,000 wallets to snipe. What we can send is our block 050. So if you have a Gary Club stacker, one of these, you will be able to access our block zero skill, which is here. If you don't have it, you will not be able to access and launch an agent
Hey, but there's
at block
opportunities
zero.
in all these
Now
other
at
skills.
block zero, that
Don't
gives
get
you a
us
bunch
wrong.
of opportunities and a bunch of configurations, things like that. So if we look in here, how much do you want to buy? How many open positions do you have? What kind of entry delay do you want? Do you want to go to pump fun or let's bonk?
See, there's
Exit
different.
on gain, exit on loss.
This would be evolving. That's the thing I love
Lots of
about it.
configurations for a sniper for
This
you.
has evolved so much since it
It's
launched or
easy.
was announced or
It's
conceived.
simple. We'll add in a bunch of token filters for you. Right now, this will come out because we don't need these here, but we will add in some more token filters for you and put it all in here. We'll have more launch pads that we add in eventually as well. Right now, let's bonk and pump, and then we'll add in jupe as well. We're working on getting them built into here. But really simple, really easy for you to come in and launch a sniper. So that's our block zero. Only available to 50 Gary Club stackers. At block zero, at the mint, as close as possible to that. And the opportunity for you to come in and buy. And then, like I said, you can set anything you want. You can say, I want to buy at zero point 0.1 SOL. I want to have up to 50 open positions. I want to exit when I hit 100% gain or when I get a 50% loss. And if that's your settings, that's your settings. That's what we'll do. So where you buy, you'll buy. What we will add in here is a bit of a market cap filter that says that I don't want to buy any higher than a certain market cap. So if you say I want to buy up to, a 10K market cap, like it starts at like a 4 to a 5K market cap. But if you say like I want to buy anything up to a 10K market cap, then we'll get you in there and do the best to buy it. If you say I want to buy anything up to a 6K market cap, we'll get you in there and do our best to buy it. There's
And
pros and
remember, this
cons
is a
on that.
tool. This isn't just some magic
If
print money
sometimes
button.
there's just a
It's
big
going to
green
evolve
candle at
over
the very
time.
beginning and it shoots up.
That's the thing I love
Not
about this. It's a
always, but
tool,
sometimes.
and
So like this one, for example,
you got to learn
just one
some
big green
trading
candle.
skills in order to benefit from it the most.
That
But I feel like over
we go to
time, it's
market
going
cap,
to evolve
shot up
into be
to
more automated.
50K.
But hey, this
So
is an
if you would have
amazing
said I
first
only
version.
want to buy
Version
up
one is this
to
far along.
10K, we would have probably completely missed this
Yeah,
one because there's just nothing that we can do to get you in
because
there
here's the
second.
it take
And we
time
would have
to
missed
come
it
out.
and you would have missed that. If you say buy
Like
at
I'd
anything, then we
rather
would have
this
got you
take
in
time to
here
come
and you
out
would have
and
definitely
be
made your
right
100% return.
than like we
So
were
lots
saying.
of settings, lots of configurations, lots of personalization
I
for
don't want to
you.
lose all my money
And we'll go
testing.
through
I'm
that
glad
as we
that it's
get a
being
little
tested
closer
first.
to launch. Next up, Max Extract. So Max Extract is very much like Block Zero, but it doesn't start at the initial mint. It starts at a certain entry condition, like a certain market cap threshold. And we're really playing with this to see how low we can go for Giraffe. We want to be degen friendly, but we also want to be a bit safe. So we're playing with this. We're toying with some app, but not all the way down to like 10K. So if you're trying to get in like under 100K market cap, you need to
And
have
you
one
could
of those
always
50
start with one strategy
Gary
and
Clip
just
stackers. That's
grow
going to
into
be
the
your
other
best
ones. Remember, you
opportunity,
can
your
only do
cheapest
one
fees,
strategy at a
get you
time
in the earliest, and all of
per
those
set
things.
of
But this, so a lot of
Draft
tokens
Tower and
will,
Gary.
for example, if we go back here to trenches and we show, let's find something here. Let's go to this token. So this token, market cap, went to 430, then went up to 959, and then ran all the way up here to 4.8 million. So let's say you would have got in and you said, well, I want to buy at $1 million. I want to buy at $1 million. So right here, You say, I want to come in at $1 million market cap. So you're going to get rid of all the junk under it, but you want to buy at $1 million. And let's say you're looking for a 4X. Well, we hit it in this wick, we hit it in this wick, so you would have got out at one of these times, but let's just go here. 34 minutes and you could have made a 4X going in at $1 million. This token came out about an hour ago. And that was an opportunity for you. You could have went in at $1 million and you could have got out at $4 million. Doesn't mean that's going to happen every day, but it does mean that it's an opportunity that happened an hour
Yeah,
ago.
but I'm not paying
Same thing
attention.
if
I
you would have
miss those
said, well,
opportunities, but I'm
I
not paying
really want to get
attention.
in at,
I need an AI agent
like
that's gonna find
500K.
it for me.
We would have got you in somewhere right around here, 500K. And you were looking to, I don't know, maybe you just wanted to get, I don't know, maybe you got out here. Maybe you rode this up. You got a 500%. Look at this.
Little
500% in
gains
22
add up,
minutes.
guys. Come
And
on.
you 5X'd.
Little gains over and over again.
And now it doesn't mean that every single one of them is going to 5X for you, right? But going in at 500K is a little riskier than going in at $1 million. The return's bigger.
Mm-hmm.
If you would have rode that 500K all the way
No
up
risk, no reward.
to, if you would have came in around here, rode 500K all the way up to like here, even if you just rode it to 5 million, I mean, that's almost a 9X in 34 minutes. And there was plenty of opportunity with those two candles to get you out. Now, it dumped after that, right? It dumped big. It went from here all the way back down to here, right? All the way back down to here. So an 81% dump if you didn't get out quick enough. But those are the opportunities that exist within our max extract. So block 0 is a block 0 sniper. It goes in as close to mint as possible. Max extract hits at a certain market cap trigger. Both of these skills will keep getting smarter and smarter and smarter. Right? As we get more data for block 0 coming in, we'll be gathering more data as the market cap's growing to your entry point for max extract. We will be able to add some more advanced filters, things like, filter out known rugs or filter out bundles or
Yeah,
filter
this is just
out
version one, everyone. Remember this.
devs that
I
don't
don't
have
want
success. We'll
a
also
tool
build
that just
profiles
is
on devs.
plateaued when it's
So this
released.
dev
I
has a
want something that's
history
going
of
to
running
continue
tokens up
growing
to
over
3
time.
million. So we can be very
Version one,
dynamic in your
remember.
profit settings. All that stuff will come. It's more advanced, and it'll all come over the next several weeks or months as we're building and growing. Stacker Agent's not something that just gets launched once and is done. It's something that changes and evolves and
See?
grows and gets smarter
I
and
just said
smarter
it.
every day with every single trade.
Keeps getting
So
smarter.
4 core
Learns from
skills
itself and
coming out.
new
Block
innovations
0
will come.
only for the 50 Gary Club stackers. So if you want to get in under 100K market cap, if you want to snipe, you've got to get one of those 50. Max Extract coming for Giraffe. Scalp Trader coming for Giraffe. Swing Trader coming for Giraffe. Eventually a Perp
Only
Trader coming for
50 of them.
Giraffe.
You got to get it.
And then a really couple interesting things. Let me share 2 more things that I'm working on. I'm working on a chat mode. So
Mm-hmm.
if you've used, put a 7 in the chat here if you've used Stacker Agent GPT.
It's just like this.
And let
You
me
can
let
use
me
it
kind of
for
show
free right
you
now.
what that looks
Go.
like.
You can still use it for free right
Let me
now.
go find a token that's trending while you guys are typing. Let's go. Let's see.
Come on.
Let's see what this one looks
Yeah.
like.
It's complete. Like, remember, you want to learn how to do these things
Go.
first. So Gary's showing you
Why
right
can't you
now
do that?
how you can do it
There we
like right
go.
now for free. But,
All right, let me change my
we want it to
model.
be
There we
automated.
go.
That's the whole dealio.
Is now a good time to buy this?
Dealio? Is
So
that a
all I did
cool
was put
word?
in a
Does that make me
contract. Let's
sound
check the
cool?
chat.
Dealio? Yeah.
Okay, I've got a 7 from JJ and Sleepy Squirrel and Larry and Eddie and Peyton. She didn't put a 7, but she said she used it. And OG Gamer Gangsta uses it daily. Peyton finally put a 7. So here's what happens when you put in a contract. It's a live analysis. It gives you all the momentum, everything you need.
Mm-hmm.
Momentum score got a 10 out of 10. Entry position got a 3
Yeah.
out of 10.
C2M, I see.
So it
Yeah.
says, hey, this is not
Scalp
ideal if you're
trading is
scalping. Wait
short-term
for a
trading.
pullback
You lock in. The swing trading is
because
longer-term
according to
period. You're
this,
absolutely right.
yeah, it's on a pump. So that's not a time to go in. So you got a really bad entry score
Mm-hmm.
to go in. Volume is solid. Holder growth is solid. So final
You did
score
good,
is 73 out of
C2M.
100.
100%. That's exactly
Not
it.
bad, but it says, hey, don't go in.
That's the difference.
Either
Both
entry
there's opportunity in
at
both.
0.00105 or entry at 0.00119, just kind of depending on which direction it goes. If we go back to price, right now it's at 118. It
But again,
got
it's
kind of
good to
there, but it
know
didn't
this
break
stuff and do
beyond
these
that
like
on a 1
I do
minute
scalp
candle.
trading
So now it's
all
going
the
to go
time,
down. So it wants us to enter closer to
daily.
here.
and
right?
then do it
Find support
manually. And
closer
this
to
is going
here,
to save
watch
me
for a
so much
pullback, and
time.
enter. Now, in order for you to take action on this, you have to click this link and deploy capital. We're going to build a chat interface that lets you just deploy capital from here. Not here
Hmm.
inside of ChatGPT. This will exist
There's a
within
lot
our
of
UI
steps when you have
here
to
at
do it
Gary Club.
manually. This is going to save
You'll
so
be
much
able to
time.
chat just like you do with
Hmm.
ChatGPT and Stacker Agent GPT. You'll be able to set up your trade, ask questions, and you can say like you could look at this and you could say, well, I think I want to go in at 0.001. Like I think I want to go in at 0.001. And it'll just give you some advice. That's a much smarter entry plan. Waiting for a pullback here puts you closer to support from earlier consolidation. Trap limit long, so it's giving you all your playbook. And then you'll just be able to hit the button and deploy your capital instead of having to go here and set up your trade yourself. And we'll do everything for you. We'll recap the trade for you. Give me just a quick recap of my
See how
trade
easy it
so I
is?
can
It's
go
very
set it
easy.
up.
So again,
We'll
I
kind
say
of
it all
give
the
you
time. Nope.
something
Stop
similar to
making
this.
excuses. Just do it.
So buy
Try
limit
it. Test
here,
it.
stop
You
loss
may lose
here,
money.
take profit here, take profit here. Right now we're starting with just one take profit. We will
Somebody
add
will swipe their
second,
credit
third,
card
fourth
and
take
blow
profits.
through a bunch of cash, but they won't
So
risk
this is your
it on
trade.
doing something
You
that's
would
going
then
to
be
be
able to
change their
just hit the
life.
button and
Just
say, yep, that looks good
do
to me,
something
deploy
that's going to
capital.
change your
Choose how
life.
much capital you want to
Learn
deploy
a
and
skill
deploy it.
that's going to change your
And we'll go
life.
set up that trade for you. We'll manage it, and we'll get you out of it whenever we need to get you out of it. So we are building a chat interface that will let you do that. We're building a manual interface that'll be very similar to like Photon or GMGN, to where you can kind of come in here and hit the buy button and all that stuff. Right? Hit the buy button, hit the sell button, all those things. And then the other thing is I'm playing with some, I don't have a name for it yet, but I'm playing with some ways that we're going to be able to kind of pick some coins and pump them together.
Hmm.
So won't start that day one.
Just
But as
remember,
we get
all
hundreds
things in
or
crypto can
maybe
be
thousands of
manipulated.
agents,
It's like it's watch for the
if we
manipulation,
had a
but
group
or
chat with
use it.
1,000 people ready to buy, then we would all, right? If I
People are
dropped a
watching the
contract and I had a
blockchain.
group chat with 1,000 people ready to buy, just waiting on the contract,
Hmm.
the
People do it
token would pump.
manually.
Well,
Have the
I
AI
want
agent do it
to
instead.
emulate that in
Hmm.
something probably called the Daily Runner, but
Genius.
it's something that we're going to make run.
Hmm.
So as we grow in agents, we're going to be able to come in here and say, okay, our daily runner, let's pick our daily runner. We're gonna see what it is. And as we grow in agents, we may have 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 daily runners, to where agents can choose to deploy some capital to the daily runner. So we'll pick what we think are the best opportunities. You'll be able to deploy capital. It'll hit your risk tolerance, and you'll be able to move energy with hundreds or maybe even thousands of agents across the Stacker agent ecosystem.
Yeah.
So lots of fun stuff like
Remember that
that
you
will
could
keep
have
coming out.
unlimited
A
agents
couple things to remember.
per skill.
Our Gary Club stackers have the absolute lowest fees on our platform.
Hmm.
You get the most
That's mine
points in our
right there.
stacker
Right
games. You get
there.
the earliest
With
access.
the black and the red eye
It's
patch.
named after you.
It's a super villain. I
There's
know
only
it is.
50 of these tokens, so getting your
I
hands
know
on
it's
one
a
of these
super
tokens is a
villain.
really
I
good
also have that one.
opportunity.
I'm Emerald.
There's right now there's
Yeah.
only one for sale, 127 and a half Solana.
So I
That's
have two
it.
of
There's only one for sale.
them. It was worth
Grab it
it.
if you want, but that's all that's there.
Oh,
Second thing
dollar.
we need to talk about a little bit is our giraffe. So the
Hmm.
DAO, which if I
And
go
this stream was just the other
here,
day, and
here,
it has already
the
the
DAO
floor has gone
voted
up. See,
that Stacker
floor
Agent,
price has
when it's
gone up
ready,
because
would be released to Giraffe at a 5 soul floor.
and now it's back above five soul.
94.3%
So since this
went
stream,
with the
Gary
5
did
soul
this
floor.
stream, it's
We
back above
had
5 souls. So it
5.6% go with the
should
10 soul floor, and we had
see.
nobody go with the 20 soul floor.
There you go. And there's
So
been
mass
some
majority of
pretty
people said
juicy
we want a 5
activity.
soul floor
See,
for Giraffe before we
hmm
release Stacker Agent.
see,
And that's what's going to happen.
hmm
So right
not
now, looking at
people
Giraffe,
buying.
there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
We're above 5
7
soul.
Giraffe that stand between us and getting it released if it was ready today. So what you're going to get over the next week or two is you're going to see that our tech is released to our
And when the
50 Gary
tech
Club stackers.
releases,
They'll
it's
get
gonna
to come
pump
in.
even more. That's
They'll
my
be able to
belief,
connect
not
their
financial
wallet.
advice,
They will be
but
able to
it's what I
log in
believe.
here. They'll be able to create new
Hmm.
wallets, create
This
new
tech is
agents. They'll
fucking
be able to edit
fire.
their agents. They'll be able to deploy their capital, all of those things
I'm very excited.
in the next week or two.
And I love that I can
Early
just connect
August
my
is our
wallet
intention.
to verify
I'll
my
preface
assets,
all
and I don't
this
have
with
to
saying, look, there's always speed
custodial.
bumps that can
I
happen.
hate custodial.
Just telling you where we're at, and I'm being transparent with you of what's expected to come. When we give it to our 50 Gary Club stackers, I anticipate about a week or two, and then we will release that to our giraffe, as long as we have a 5 soul floor on giraffe. If
Yeah,
we
now
don't,
we
right
do.
now it's a 3.748. I have
It's
no
above
clue
that
why
now.
Magic Eden
We've
doesn't
already
show
done
a
day and a
price
half.
here. If anybody's in the Magic Eden Discord, just ask them. I'm not in their Discord, but just ask. Like say, hey, there's no price here on giraffe. Why? There's no floor price. But anyway, there's about 7. So we're 7 away from that 5 soul floor again, right here. As long as we're there, then when it's ready, we'll unlock it for giraffe. If we're not there, then giraffe will have energy to move before it gets unlocked. And when we achieve it, then it'll be unlocked. So that tells you that there's a little bit of energy to move. We've got about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It
And
looks
that was
like
day
now
and a half.
we've got
Energy is
about 6 that
happening.
we need to move. Somebody just bought one 28 seconds ago. So there's about 6 that we need to move until we can get back up to that 5 soul floor. It's up to you guys to do that, or it's up to me, or it's up to anybody that owns it. That's just what is here. It's what the DAO voted on. So if
Yeah.
you have one of the
Personally,
50
I would
Gary
have
Club
voted on
stackers,
higher. I think
then you
that
don't have
it
to
should be
worry. As
higher
soon
to
as it's
have
available,
access
it's
to a
ready
tool
for
like
you.
this.
If you have a
But,
giraffe, right now you have a mission,
that's why we have a DAO.
which is
We
you
get
have
to
to
vote.
satisfy the DAO vote, and you have to be at a 5 soul floor. I
I
would
voted
hate
for
it
20.
if
Or
it's
no,
ready and
10,
we're
sorry.
ready
I
to
voted
hand
for
you the
10.
keys and we don't have a 5 soul
I
floor.
voted for 10, but
I would hate it if we have to delay it because we don't have the floor that you're looking for, that our DAO voted for. So that's just something that's on you. You
that
have to
was over
do it.
me.
You have
There
to
was
move
me
that
voting
energy.
for
You have to
10.
take that
Everybody else was
action.
voting for
We can't
5.
take that for you.
I
We're not
lost.
going to change this. The
Oh
DAO
well.
voted, and that's where we're going to land. So we've got to move those handful of giraffe,
Well, that's
which I'm
above
sure
it.
we
But I
will.
still think
A couple
don't
other
end at
things here to
5.
talk about. August is a big month for us.
There's
We're going to push
lot of
Stacker Agent out.
opportunity in people
We're getting ready
buying
for
those
our
cheap
GM
and selling them.
Solana. That's coming up on, let's see here. Let's go here. Highlights. It's coming up on September 1st. You can read about it here if you want. But it's coming up on September 1st. We have a bunch of our positions full. What we're looking for, though, are kind of these 2 analyst roles. We're looking for 2 people that are committed every day. They are in the know. Like, I could have a conversation with you for an hour, and I could mention stuff about Solana, and you would be able to keep the conversation with me. And I could have it
See,
on the spot
I
right
could keep
now
that
about things that are going
conversation
on
going, but I
today
don't like
or
I'm
yesterday or
not
maybe
quite on
even
the
last
pulse
year.
like what he's talking about.
And
So
you would be able to
that's not
have
me.
that
So I can't.
conversation
I wouldn't
intellectually
do
with
it for
me.
myself.
You would be able to
But maybe there's
share
somebody
things with
else.
me.
Maybe
You
it's
would
you.
know what's going on. You would be more knowledgeable than me. If that's not
That's
you, then you're
30,000
not
Gary
the
is no
ideal fit
joke,
for that.
man. That's a good amount of money.
I'm looking for someone more knowledgeable than I am on Solana.
And I believe that that's going to go up in
Someone
price
more in the, not as a developer, not as a coder, but someone who knows
because
how to read the
the
blockchain.
fees that
Someone who
Stacker Asian
knows
charges
when
are going to go in
USDC is
Gary, and
getting
that price
minted.
will go up.
Not because they saw
Not
someone
financial
else tweet it,
advice.
but because they
Just
know.
saying. Just
Someone who
saying.
knows what the market cap looks like, or the audience looks like, or the number of tokens bonded on pump trending this way. Someone that, if I just say what's the top NFTs today, they know what the top NFTs today are. Not because they had to come here and look and say, well, this or that, but they know Bodago's had one hell of a weekend this weekend. In the last one day, they've done 1,500
We're going
Solana
to get
worth of
back on
volume. They
that
have
chart.
402
We're going to get on
cells.
that
In the
trending
last day, to
G.
ask you to go look it up, but because you know it and you're conversational and you're
We
spending
were saying people
time
stop paying
doing that,
attention.
conversational and you're
We
spending
were saying people
time
stop paying
doing that
attention.
anyway.
They let a lot of people fumble the
So we're looking
bag.
for someone here that's
Your
pretty close
opportunity.
to full time, if not already full time in crypto. Someone that loves to talk about Solana,
Don't
someone that
fumble the
spends a lot of
bag.
time on spaces or likes to spend time on spaces, and someone who wants to be a regular analyst on GM Solana. If you know that person or you can introduce us, let me know. There
Don't
is a
fumble
budget
the
here.
bag.
It's some money. It's not a ton, but it is some. You're looking
It's
at,
not a
really
ton in
just doing what you
33
normally
cents a
do and
Gary
showing
right
up for
now.
about 90 minutes a day, 5 days a week.
But
And in exchange for that, you're going to get.
the thing, like, just so people understand, Gary started on a side chain on Rally.io, which is now defunct. We migrated over from that side chain, which was the side chain of Ethereum, over to Solana. Now, when it was on its peak on Rally.io, we were around $55. We're on a different bonding curve here, but the thing is that I have no doubt in my mind, again, not financial advice, that we're going to get back to that point. So if you think that $55, like somebody right here getting $55 for for something like uh, um, access this role. So you're like, oh, it's 30,000 Gary. But think about it this way. If I'm just say at its peak, if we get back to that point, let's call it 33 cents, 55, that would actually be $18,000. So $18,000 is not that bad. No, sorry. I did that wrong. So it's point 13. So, sorry, point 33. Um, there you go. Times $55. Yeah, it's like 18,000. Um, my math's wrong. Sorry. I think like $18,000 or something, or 108,000. No, I'm not even doing it right in my math. But point is that 30,000 can become quite a bit more money. Or actually, here, there it is. I figured it out. $55 times um sorry, my math's great. 30,000. There's my math was all wrong. Times $55. That would actually be $1.65 million. So, uh, so just saying, if this could become a very large amount if you just believe we've gotten there before, is my point. So we've gotten there before. I have no doubt we will get there again on this blockchain.
Get 30,000 Gary
Sorry
coin,
for
which
my
is
bad math.
it's quite a bit.
Early,
You know,
tired.
Gary coin right now is where are we at? Gary coin right now is
This is,
33.8. So you're
and I
looking
recommend
at
you could always rewatch this. It's
I'll
great.
just do math.
And by the way, if you're ever wondering, there is a couple like variations
23,803
of the
times
logo.
30,000. So based on the
This is one
current
of
price
them.
of
This is
Gary
the
coin
old
right now,
one.
you're looking at about
There's also the Gary's
$10,140.90
PFP, and there's
over
also a
4
snail one.
months.
You might see them somewhere, but
So about
the current one
2,500
is
bucks a
just
month
Gary's
roughly
PFP,
to show up and talk Solana
which I like. It's
for 90
all
minutes a day.
aligned.
Intellectually, I'm not really looking for someone that's a founder of their own project. I am looking for someone that's a collector, a holder. They don't have to be a giraffe, but someone that's here locked in on Solana. They're probably writing threads or posts about Solana. They're probably
Yeah.
streaming or hosting spaces about Solana
See,
already
I'm
today.
close, but I don't want.
Not
I
someone that's
guess
just
I
brand
don't
new,
want to.
not
I guess
someone that
my
has a
point.
strong desire.
I'd rather
So
be
just
here
to be
hanging out with you
really, really
live,
clear
just
about what
chilling,
we're looking for here.
and
I am
helping you
also
one on
open to
one
just one
and
person
one to
if we
many.
find the right
That's my
person.
goal.
So if we find the right person there, we may do a co-host situation, or we may do something like that. Slightly more than 30, not 60. So you won't get double, you'll get more, but then we'll leave some open for some guest analysts and stuff like that, so we can bring in some people for a week or two at a time. But we're gonna have fun with the show. It's gonna be a big opportunity for us to grow our brand here, to grow Giraffe, to grow Gary Coin. Remember, every single agent that deploys, whether it's yours or it's mine or
This is the key.
it's a Gary
This is
Club
the key. Listen
stacker,
to what
they're
he's
running
saying.
Block Zero, or they're running our swing
This
trader
is
or our
why I'm
scalp
so
trader.
bullish on
Doesn't matter
Gary
what
Coin.
skill they're
One of
running.
the
Every
reasons.
public, then anybody will be able to come, anybody will be able to connect their wallet, and
And
anybody
then
will be able to use
that will
Stacker Agent.
allow way more
And
fees.
that will drive more Gary Coin buys as well. It'll drive
Hmm.
more demand for people who desire to have a giraffe,
And they're reasonable
maybe to
fees
save
too.
cheaper
There's
fees, or
nothing
maybe to be
crazy.
part of the club, or maybe to get into Discord, or whatever those things are.
It's
Get
an
into the community. There'll be a
economy,
lot
an
of opportunities for things
ecosystem.
like
We're
that.
growing an
So
ecosystem.
it's a bit of an
This is just a
update.
piece of it.
It's
And the thing
coming
is, like,
close.
all of
We're
us should
shipping
build on
out
top of
new
this too.
updates to our UI every day right now, getting this all tightened up for you, making any kind of tweaks that we need to, getting it ready for you. You will be able to launch an unlimited number
Hmm.
of agents, so really no limit.
I'm
You
super
just keep
excited.
adding agents, adding
Super
agents.
excited.
Your token access
If you're not
controls whether you
excited,
have access to
then
Stacker Agent
um,
or not.
I mean, like,
It also controls your fee.
you're gonna have to explain
So
why
your fee
not,
will be set
because
based on the
this is
token
insane.
ownership
And
you
I've
have.
seen under
It
the
also
hood. I've been
controls how
seeing
many
this being
points you
built for
get
so long, and it's like
in our
it's
stacker
crazy.
games. So you'll get points based on token ownership as well. So you'll be able to collect a bunch of stuff there too. Let me think if there's anything else here. Let me check the chat. Does this
Hmm.
all make sense? Do you have questions?
Yeah, if this
Let
doesn't
me
make
see if
sense
there's
to you, you
anything I
could
can
always
answer
like hit
here.
me up in the comments. You could, I
We
don't
could do
really
this.
do
We were at a 12
DMs,
sol at
but
one
yeah,
point, 5 sol
just
4
hit me
can
up
be
in the
done. I
comments or
agree.
hit me up on X and like one of the
Um,
posts, and I'm happy to chat and help
Sorry you're late,
clarify this
Squid.
stuff.
That's okay.
Or jump in one of
You
these
were playing
lives,
video
you
games
know?
late last night. That's
Hmm.
fine. What's with the Gary tree? That will come when we go public down the
Hmm.
road. And what we'll be doing there is taking a percentage of those rewards or a percentage of the fees and rolling those into rewards.
Hmm.
We
Can't do rev
legally
share though.
we're not allowed and we can't
which I
give you
agree.
a revenue share of our company. It's not allowed in the United States. It considers our assets as security if we do that.
We don't
What
want
we
to be
can
securities.
do is
We're
we can
currency.
reward you. And if you notice, we do have a nice reward interface setting right here. And we have the ability to do snapshots and
Hmm.
rewards. So just know that if you
That's
own your
here,
giraffe, you will be taken care of
Gary.club.
greatly.
Just
If you own
rewards. If you're
Gary
looking
Coin, you'll
for
be
it,
taken care of
Gary.club
greatly
rewards.
as we
Whenever.
take this public and
Hmm.
we are able to onboard hundreds or thousands of members. And that's our goal. The bigger we grow, the bigger Stacker Agent grows, the more money
Hmm.
everybody's going to make, the more rewards we're going to have, the more we're going to flow back to everyone. So our Gary tree is rewards. It is where you go to collect free of Gary Coin. We have 1 million reserved right now for season 1, and there'll
Yeah.
be a lot more that's funded in season 2, 3, and 4, and beyond and beyond and beyond.
And that will be
But at the end of the
refunded
day,
by
my
those
ultimate
fees.
goal
So
is
you
that you're just
understand.
making money trading.
So it's
Your
creating
agents are working
a
for you
funding
while you're
mechanism for the
enjoying your
DAO.
life. You're not trading time for money anymore. You don't have to have a job. You're able to enjoy the quality of life that you desire. Your agents work for you. You come in, you click on Stacker Agent. Oops, let me go back here. Here we go. You come in, you click, you find, your agent, you look at your profits,
Hmm.
you look at your number, you
If you're
check on
not
stuff, you
super
check your,
excited
your
about this,
stuff,
then
you configure it if you need
seriously,
to, and you just keep on
explain
moving.
yourself.
That's my goal for you. My goal is that you're able to come in and if agent one's not performing for you, for example, you hit the button and I want
Look
to
at those
sell all.
win
Let's sell
rates.
everything and let's move on. Let's turn it off. So we'll have all, it'll all be set up. It'll all be
And
tested.
also,
It'll all be in your
when you're
hands,
looking at those, remember there's
ready to go
fees
for
in
you.
those pools. So make
Gary
sure
Tree,
you're
though, is your
making enough
rewards.
profit to
And that's
clear
what
the
will come
fees
from your
and be
rewards.
in profit.
Let's see. Could we set triggers for RSI and time frame, for example? Buy at a 40 RSI? No, we're not. We don't monitor that on every token. So we're not looking. It's not that granular. What we found for what most people want is they want easy. So in our chat interface, you'll be able
Yeah,
to
most people
eventually, you'll
just
be
want
able to say
easy.
some RSI things and things like that. But in our token calls for our 4 skills, or ultimately our 5 skills that will be
But
launched, all of
there's going to
these,
be a bunch of different
it's not
things that
based
people could do,
on
easy or
a
hard.
certain RSI or anything like that. It's based on, do we feel based on our proprietary algorithms that this token will pump and it will give you the desired return. And if it does, then what we do is we start to broadcast that out to our agents. One token will do the same thing for every agent. It's not going to pump any different for you than anyone else. So every agent will have the same opportunity. And then if it meets your risk scale, if it meets, your ROI goals and all those things that you've set up, your personal configurations, like here in your swing trade or whenever you're coming in and you're, I want 5 open positions and I only want to do this and I'm looking for take profits of 7% or more and all of your configurations. If it meets your criteria, then we would buy that and deploy capital for you. If it doesn't meet your criteria, then we would just skip that and move on and other agents could buy it and you wouldn't. But eventually, right, it really depends on, I'm following a philosophy of we have to see where we land on the agents that we have. We have to see kind of where we're going. If we get a bunch of people here that are very highly technical and they want to trade in a very technical fashion, then I could see us building in some RSI filters. If we don't get that audience, if we get people here that say, look, I just want it to go and I want it to be on automation and autopilot and I'm happy with it, then that's exactly where it's at. Then we'll just keep moving in that direction. That's kind of where we're headed. Let's see here. Let's see what else we have. Just checking the chat. Cancel. I don't know what I did there. Are there plans for giraffe entity staking? No giraffe staking. I'm not a big fan of staking.
Yeah, me either.
So
I'm not a big fan of staking,
that's
and I like the fact
not
that
going to be
if
there.
anybody,
And there's no
you,
need to stake.
you move it, you move the
You'll
asset, you lose
own based on
access.
the assets
Simple
that
as
you own.
that.
So you'll get rewards and be able to use based on the assets you own. You don't
Yeah.
need to stake anything at all. It's your asset. You can do what you want with it. So no staking, nothing like that. Let's see. I think that's all the questions we have in the chat. That's all that I have. So just look, stay in Discord. That's where our updates will come out. There's 2 onboarding paths in Discord. There's a phase 1 and a phase 2.
Hmm.
Phase 1 requires you to have one of the 50 Gary Club stackers. You'll get a role. You'll get into a private chat. Phase 2 requires you to have 1 giraffe and 1,000 Gary coin. When you do that, you'll get the phase 2 role and you'll get into a private chat there, and we'll start onboarding as we can. We'll get content out to you. We will share results with you. We will start to push these. Once I get my hands fully on all of this, then I'll be able to come in and control. Because look, it's I mean, buying every token launching right now, there's a ton of them, and you want to watch this. So a lot of our tests right now are happening off chain. We're pushing this, but once I get control, then I'll start running it. And as soon as I feel confident, which I would imagine would take a couple of days to work through any bugs, so I can test all the buttons and spend my own money, then I'll get it in your hands if you're one of the 50 Gary Club stackers. And then from there, it's make sure that they get onboarded. So that could take about a week, maybe two. And then as long as we have the 5 soul floor, then we'll get it into Giraffe's hands. My goal is to have all of that done by the end of August, as
End
early
of
as possible. I'm
August.
not delaying anything at
I'm
all.
excited.
So we'll push this as fast as we can. Just a reminder, if you did retweet the space or the stream today, I will pick somebody that did and get you some Gary
Yeah, if
coin.
you
Just
watch
watch
these
out for a
lives, you
DM
might
from me. You'll
actually
get that in just a few
win
minutes.
some Gary for free.
Within the next 5 minutes or so, you'll get a DM from me if you're the winner. And I'll get your wallet address and I'll send you some free Gary coin. I
If
appreciate you
not, go
all.
buy
I'll
some.
get a couple more
Not
streams going,
financial advice.
especially
Just what I
when
do.
I get full access to the UI and I can start showing that off
And
and,
if you get
and
value out of
launching
these, just
agents
you could
and
always
our
throw
trades
me
and stuff like
like
that. I
a
can start
tip
showing you all
at
that stuff.
tip.soul. That
I'll
really
get
does
that
help
done
me out.
and get that in your hands.
And it gives me
I appreciate
liquidity to
you all so
test
much.
things
Have
so
an
I could show
absolutely
you.
amazing
That's
day.
that's what that's
And
for, just
that
in
is
case you're
right.
wondering.
Every giraffe is going to be a millionaire. We'll talk soon. Bye.
All right. So this is pretty awesome. So I am happy. Okay, let's see. The stream ended. It's probably gonna loop. It always loops. No, it didn't loop on live. Okay. Yeah, I think that this was a good update. I think that if you still aren't 100% sure, just watch this a couple times. These 5 skills are like mind-blowing. Mind-blowing. No joke. What are the kids saying nowadays? No cap? No cap? No, no. It's looped. That's what all the kids are saying. No cap. Um, but also this stream right here, where is it? That's me right now. That's wow, that's pretty meta right there. I'm looking right at my stream. Okay, I'm gonna move on. Um, so this is what we just watched, but there's also this stream, and I was mentioning how the prices are kind of going up. I'm not going to watch this right now, but you can watch this update. It will give you an idea. So there's going to be a contest in August, starting, I guess, August 1st, which I guess is what, in 2 days. But people are already getting ahead because the thing is, there's money in the flip. So people were buying, this was at like 4 Solana yesterday, and now it's at 5. So now if somebody even sold this right now, they'd make a Solana profit instantly. So if if there's like 100 raffle tickets or giveaways that are happening, and each giveaway is and somebody buys this. So assuming everybody doesn't get them through offers, few will be offers and sells. Let's say a large percentage of them, and let's just go, well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So let's say about 10 per row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So if we like sold all 100, and of course there's going to be people relisting lower and whatever, but that would bring us to 69 Solana from 5. I honestly have no clue if that's going to happen to that point, but even if some fill in, we could pump this floor up pretty easily to 20, 30, 40 Solana. And I think that once Stacker is public, it's going to make a whole bunch of different things happen, and this could pump up to way higher. But again, not financial advice. I'm just telling you what I believe. Well, actually, there's a big. Ooh, look at that. That's a nice one. A 1% mystic top, mythic top. Sorry. But point is that even if it doesn't hit that amount, you could you could take 3.5, 4 Solana yesterday and turn it into 40, 50, 60 Solana in the next month, which correct me if I'm wrong, but that's a pretty damn good return on investment. So I would go watch this stream. This one's only 20 minutes long. You can watch it at double time if you say that I don't have the time. Well, you click this little gear right here, you change the playback speed. Magic. I know, it's crazy. Blows your mind. All right. Anything else I wanted to go over? Yep. I think that's pretty much on the update. If you like me doing streams like this, please let me know. I want to be doing streams that are helpful for everyone. I want to do streams that are uh, able to create content that is informing you about the opportunities in Web3 and how I'm making money in like on the blockchain. And again, I do not want to keep on trading my time for money. I want tools like Stacker Agent that are going to be printing me money while I'm asleep. I want to wake up with more money in my bank account or my more crypto in my wallet than when I went to sleep last night. And with Stacker Agent, I've been able to do it. With Stacker GPT, I've been able to do it, but I want to be every bit of automation that I could add in. And with the evidence with Stacker with AI agents. None of us thought that this would be possible a few years ago, but AI agents have just changed the entire game. So, again, I'm going to do more streams like this. Make sure you just leave a comment. Let me know if you like them, and tell me if there's things you didn't like. I'm happy to take constructive criticism and tweak and change things. Also, if you want to hear updates from me and everything, go to DeFiEarner.com. There's some resources that I'm going to be putting there, and I already have there, as well as a way that you could join my email list. And I give some resources when you do that, and that way I can stay in contact with you and just give you updates. So, again, that's at DeFiEarner.com. And yeah, just go to any of the also Gary Club 101 and then Gary.club is the actual official site. So again, thanks for hanging out with me. And let me know if this recap was good. And I will see everybody in the next stream. Peace out. Keep creating, keep earning passive income. I'll see you in the next one.